So we're back in the garden with more Wildlife TV, brought to you by the Essex Wildlife Trust. So the sun is out, the birds are singing, it's a glorious day. And today we're going to try and bring you closer to wildlife. So we can always look out of our bedroom window or look out the kitchen window and see wildlife in the garden, but how do we really get close to wildlife? How can we get those amazing views? Well, for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be crawling around in the undergrowth, hiding behind bushes, trying to get you those best possible shots. So I'm going to be pretending to be our wildlife cameraman. Unfortunately, all I've got is my mobile phone, but let's see how we get on, see if we can get some good shots. One of the best ways of attracting birds into your garden is to have a bird feeder or maybe a bird table. But we're in April now and they're not quite as popular as they were maybe in the winter. But my lawn is absolutely full of blackbirds. So I thought, let's see if we can get one of those on camera. So I put out some bread, a few mealworms, rested the camera against a stone, pressed record, thought, let's give it a go, see what we get. It's pretty good actually. Although sometimes you do get the unwanted visitor. You just can't get the staff. Water is a really important thing to provide in the garden because all animals need to drink, just like you and me. And it's a really hot day. So on a day like this, it's perfect just to kind of come here, bathe, have a drink, and who wouldn't want to sit in a giant puddle? It's like a ready-made jacuzzi, just without the bubbles. Lovely. Putting a nest box up in your back garden is a great way of attracting birds into your back garden. We put this nest box up about 3 or 4 years ago and we're lucky enough to have blue tits this year, so it's really exciting. So I put the phone on a tripod, pressed record, walked away, and let's see what we can see. We ended up actually having a very close encounter. I can see you. So sometimes, in order to find wildlife, you have to be a little bit inquisitive, dare I say even a little bit nosy. You might have to become a little bit of a detective. So you have to put yourself in the mindset of an animal. What would they be doing? Why would they be doing it? So if I'm a bee, where am I going to be hanging out? If I'm something like a slug, am I going to be outside here in the hot weather, or am I going to be underneath something? So if you go out and have a little nosy around, you'll be amazed at what you can find. So at the end of our garden it's quite overgrown and there's tree stumps lying around. We kind of leave it to do its own thing. And you kind of think, well, it's not that exciting. But if you look at this tree stump here, the bark is quite loose. See what's underneath. Wow, there's a whole woodlouse community under here. Like a little bug hotel. Little holes and crevices. And it's full of woodlice. So sometimes when you actually go searching for wildlife, it's amazing what you can find. Many species in your back garden are creatures of habit, just like you and me really. If you watch them carefully, you can start to learn their routines. Now birds are notorious for this. They will normally sing from the same tree or the same hedge every morning or every evening. It's their favourite tree because it's in their territory. Now we've got a robin in the garden who always sings from the same place. So I'm going to sneak up on him and I'm going to wait, and eventually, hopefully, he'll start singing right beside me. Now I hope that was fun and you enjoyed a little tour around my back garden, seeing as much wildlife as possible. Now I know I'm not going to win any awards, I'm not going to win a BAFTA if I get that, but hopefully, just hopefully, I've proved to you that even with a mobile phone and a fair degree of patience, it has to be said, you can still get some incredible wildlife footage right in your back garden. You don't have to go to Africa, it's in your back garden. Go out there, look for it, get excited and get connected with nature. Now there's loads more of that sort of stuff on our website, Essex Wildlife Trust's website at essexwt.org.uk. Go and check out Wildlife TV, look at all the amazing content, and I'll see you for another wildlife video in a few days' time. Bye for now.